Welcome in episode 301 of the Fright Club podcast. She is Hope Madden.
He's George Wolf.
And we're from MaddWolf.com. Big thank you to everybody that came out to Gateway Film Center. Last time was we recorded episode 300 and we talked about feminist high school horror and we watched Jennifer Reeder's Knives and Skin, which was great.
It was really cool to get to see that on the big screen. It's such a gorgeous movie. And we had a great discussion about it afterwards. Like there was a lot of head scratching. And I really think we had a great, when people started talking about it together, there was a lot of like, oh, I get it, which was fun.
Yeah, that was
fun. And Jawbreakers. That was the one movie that did not make our list that got the most suggestions. Most people expected to see Jawbreakers on there, which is a fun movie.
I can see that. Yeah. So thank you for that.
Yep.
And that was episode 300. But now we're on to 301, and we want to get to it because we have a special guest, actually a friend of the show.
That's
coming
right.
back for her second appearance. You've seen her in American Horror Story. You've seen her in One Bedroom, a bunch of stuff. And starting right now, you're seeing her in Him. So welcome in Naomi Grossman. Hey! Thanks so much for joining us. Yeah, that's right. Exactly right. Yeah. Congratulations on that movie. Oh, did she freeze?
She did.
Okay, give it a second. Oh. We're there?
Okay, there you are. We lost you for a second, but yeah.
Yeah, congratulations on the movie. I just saw something where the preview screenings did really well, so that's a good sign.
Oh, good. Yeah. You got a chance to see it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Saw last night.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah. So we definitely.
Yeah, you're actually the first interview I'm doing. Only because I specifically wanted to wait until I had seen the movie.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't get to see it until the premiere on Wednesday. So I just, I don't know what to say. Even now I don't know what to say because, it's like spoilers.
You're right. We don't want to do that.
Yeah. No.
We're not going to spoil anything. But do you have a very memorable part? In fact, I think you've given me a great idea for our Halloween costume this year because we like to do, couples. So I can be the football player and you can be or vice versa.
Or vice versa.
Like,
how did you get? Let's start sort of big picture. How did you get involved with Him? How did you get part of that project? Become part of that project?
Well, this is the coolest story ever. So I have a one-woman show called American Horror Story. Which I've been doing for years now. But I took it home to New Mexico. My mom lives in a little one-horse town, a house in Mexico. It's a tiny little largest colony in northern New Mexico. And I did it there, and the local casting director of Him came and saw it. And she offered it about a month later.
Wow.
Which is crazy. Because like I said, I'd also done runs in LA, runs in New York, off Broadway. Like you figured that's where Hollywood happens, But no, to think that this tiny little dead end town with dirt roads would lead to this. I mean,
crazy. That's crazy, but it's shot in New Mexico, right?
It's shot in New Mexico, yeah. So, Joanna casting, like I said, I don't mean to disparage New Mexico at all.
No.
Everything is shot at this point. Like, the last several projects I've done have been in New Mexico. And so, I'm a fan. But it's just funny because, once upon a time, I thought I had to move to LA, which I did, and now it's like I'm constantly having to go back there. So very, very exciting. Yeah, I think New Mexico actually plays a nice role in it. I'm sure you agree. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
The sunsets and the mountains and the skies, the big skies. It's really, it's a really picturesque movie for a picturesque place.
Yeah, very much so. And it adds to the mood because you're in this compound where he's training the new quarterback, and there's people there, but it's also very remote. So you get the feeling that he's sort of trapped there.
Yeah, for sure.
Totally. Yeah, I think I think the idea is that it's like set in Texas.
Yeah.
That's where people are really into football.
Yeah.
New Mexico doesn't have a football team, but yeah, you're absolutely right. There's that sort of like, dusty West Texas remote.
Yep.
Yeah.
No one can hear you scream. Vibe for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the San Antonio Saviors.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're right about that. So yeah, it would be Texas.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it again tonight, and you're wondering what the
Nice.
Yeah, so there was so much going on for me on Wednesday. I have to go back just to like take it all in.
Yeah.
That's really exciting. Now, did you come to the movie with any? Are you a sports fan, a football fan? Do you come from anywhere in there?
I really follow soccer.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm a fan. I don't really follow football. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll wear this to a Super Bowl party certainly, but I don't really understand which way the ball is going. And cheering even when it's like the wrong team, just somebody's happy somewhere. So I like events. I like to party. If I need people over for beer and wings, I will absolutely be there. I just won't necessarily, understand what's actually happening.
But
that said, I am a huge Shortfield fan, and Marlon Wayans, and all of it. So, yeah.
But he's great, and he's great in the movie.
He is. It's such a fascinating performance. The way he just changes on a dime. The way he just sort of morphs. Is he a good guy? Is he warning you? Is he going to kill you? It's such a slippery performance.
It is,
I just loved it.
I agree. And I think that's a lot of really great comedians it's fascinating to watch them in dramatic roles.
That's true.
It takes pathos to be a comedian, I think.
That's true.
So I would much rather watch a comedian deliver a comedic role than like a dramatic actor trying to be comedy.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work that way.
Yeah.
Well, and your part, without giving away anything, is an obsessive fan. Let's put it that way. And any sort of sport or celebrities can have obsessive fans, and that can come in any walk of life, really.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you want to talk politics? I'm not trying to get canceled, but I mean, they named my character Marjorie, and you saw my getup. I think you were actually trying to go for like a Marjorie Taylor Greene. And let's face it, one of my scenes in the movie, I think, is sort of lifted from the, Nancy Pelosi situation, which, like I said, if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, so you're absolutely right. There's fandom in all. It doesn't have to be sports. Yeah.
It's as George was saying earlier, it's a little bit like the one bedroom performance, just in that you don't have a lot of screen time, but you're incredibly memorable.
Yeah, it's an important part. Just like in One Bedroom, that was an important part to the story, and this is an important part of the movie. That's how they reminded me of each other.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't get me wrong. I love to give. I'm very close to the people who made One PR, and I give them a hard time. They squandered me. So they went for reasons and begged me to come back. They begged me to beg out of the Emmys, etc., so that I could come do the reshoots. And then, as it turns out, the reshoots that wasn't actually Disney anymore. They just hey, point is, yeah. I mean, I don't know what it is. They use pepper very sparingly. I think a little bit goes a very long way, and so maybe that's it. I would love to see a little more, certainly.
Sure.
But I'm biased, so let's face it. I do. I have a bunch. I maximize my time.
You do.
With
this one, as Marjorie, it's such an outrageous character, and I'm curious, is that a draw for you? I mean, do you look for just wild characters to play on the whole?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't look for this at all, and I didn't even audition for it. I mean, that's the dream, quite honestly. Like,
yeah.
I don't need a house in the hills. I don't need a star on Walk of Fame. I would love to just not have to audition anymore. And so when I just got the call, and I'm like, really? And my agent's like, well, you did stand on a stage and like opened your heart and like served it to the audience for an hour and a half. Like, if that's not an audition, Naomi, I don't know what else. It's fair. Okay. So, but when I read it, I thought, oh, this is at least an opportunity for a crazy character.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm very lucky in that he's the few roles that, like I said, I don't know if John's right. Maybe it's because I'm bust out right now. I have not been bust out. I am not always watching. I'm not in every movie. But the films or TV shows that matter that I am offered, I think are they know what to do with me. They know, well, with the exception of one of the artists. But I think they know, like, okay, if we need someone to go, full throttle, 110%, like, full board, get ugly, go hog wild, when you need, like, this subtle performance with a beautiful woman whose face doesn't move, well, called basically anyone but me. all of Hollywood. But yeah, I mean, I think, and it's comes with age too. I think I'm kind of figuring out like my niche, and I think it's crazy because people say when you're, women at a certain age, a certain sense disappear. But I think I have a fine line. I think this is one of those really important work.
Yeah, and these are all memorable parts. I mean, American Horror Story, everybody remembers Pepper.
Oh yeah.
And in him, everybody's going to remember this part. So yeah, come in, make your mark,
That's
boom.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, not when I.
Now, how did you say you saw it last night? How did the crowd react? Because it works up to the bloodletting. When they hit the bloodletting, they hit it hard, but it works up to it. So how did the crowd react to all that?
Well, like I said, it was a premiere, so it was obviously a very friendly audience. Most everybody in there was somehow related. Whether it was the filmmakers or the stars and the crew. But we've done our part. I mean, we shot this March, April, May of 2024. So my job was done a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it's hard. I'm a control freak, and yet I'm very little to do with this. I mean, I did my part, and then I clocked out, and you just hope that they did something with it. And of course, it's going to be Bob. They will, obviously. But at the same time, like there's again, this is all about filmmaking. There's so many moving parts, and ultimately the actor is really just a part of the deal. And we need all those cogs to kind of work together. Like I can be Lawrence Olivier, but if the camera's not rolling, or the lighting's wrong, or the boom didn't plug there, everybody's got to work together. So it's one of those things where I don't know what they're going to take. Like, maybe they don't take my best performance because
Sure.
The dolly didn't move the right time. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where there's a lot of anticipation on my part. Like, what is it going to look like? Because I made them a lot, like especially that sauna scene that there was very little. That was not terribly scripted. Like it was very much just improvised. Like
wow.
And I was and so we just played. There was a point where Justin Tipping, the director, was just like, new choice, like just like an improv game.
Wow.
Where you come up with something new, and fortunately, Marlon is a master improviser, so that was easy. And of course, when he kissed me, I just yes and it was I was glad too. So we had a lot of fun, and but yeah, for that reason, because so much fun was improv, I released that particular section. I can speak on. I didn't know what I was doing, what I was looking at, and yeah, there was huge reactions. Like when I first appeared, even I jumped, and I knew I was fine.
Yeah. No, that's a great scene outside the window of the car. Yeah. You're very startling, and it makes a huge impression. And it's such, I think, a pivotal moment in the movie because for the first time, he's like, "What the fuck?" Tariq Withers. He's like, his character is very like, it's like it punctuates this dream. Like, it's such a great moment.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely like a foreshadowing of like evil things afoot, and it's I think obviously this is a movie to be seen in the theater. Just arresting, but especially that part. Actually that scene is really neat, and not bootleg. Like it looks like NBC Universal has somehow released the clip, and it's great for me. It gets people into the theater. I think it's a spoiler, but it's so I've seen it on the phone, and let me tell you, 40 feet tall is how you're supposed to see that scene.
For sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now,
and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I. Yeah, and that was also just me kind of, improvising. That was not in the script either.
Oh my God!
So glad they kept it.
Yes.
And that
awesome.
That was a mad amount of like.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how much slam was the body cool? It's incredible. It was like 20 feet tall on the screen.
Oh my God! It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
No, that's a great part of it.
Oh wow!
And then when you get. Your character gets a little physical. Did you come away with any bumps or bruises when they were doing some of the physicality?
Let's just say I'm actually much smaller and more evil than I may come across. And Marlon is much bigger. He's like
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there was a point where he pushed me, and I just out of the frame, and down because gravity, and the whole place just like, what are you doing? And that was okay, but I definitely it was a while before I could go back into down dog.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Without it hurting.
How did you get into her headspace?
I have some obsessions. I there's some people I wouldn't mind throwing a hot rocker. I will never act on that. But give her the opportunity. We've all been there, right? Am I the only one?
No.
Like I said, there's a difference between like acting on these things and just like.
Yeah. Plus, right before that moment, you're thinking of, I'm thinking, okay, how long has she been there? And and how long does she wait between like appearances? Like when the cars come by, and it's like you just,
they're just out there all the time.
Yeah, you're immediately thinking of
like
a
Paul McCartney's
backstory.
band.
Yeah,
right. Well, and they even say like, oh, Marjorie, she's over here.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But now it's like all of them. Now that he's maybe gonna retire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think set that up well.
Yeah, I think so too. I was curious. I don't know if I may have imagined this myself, but your look in the film with the smeared lipstick and the sort of garish makeup and clothes and the long blonde hair, as opposed to Julia Fox's character, who also has the really long blonde hair, but is very, hip and elegant. I was curious if that was intentional, sort of two sides of the same coin, like the sort of Jekyll and Hyde version of the same character at all, or did I make that up?
I don't think we made that up, but I never even thought that. It's only since the movie's come out that I've gotten that question a couple times.
Oh, okay.
Like, I had somebody even say, like, do you think maybe you and Marlon were like married before or something? I was like, no. No. But yeah, I don't know what that choice was about. Other than, I mean, in my case, in Marjorie's case, I think they were specifically trying to maybe not tip their hat, but maybe bump from their finger at Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's what that. I think I'm literally supposed to know by her.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I'm not trying to put words in anyone's mouth. That was my take. When I saw myself. Right. In the case of Julie Fox's character, I think for me the choices about her kind of being trophy wife and being the white devil, that kind of blue-eyed monster.
Yeah, with no eyebrows.
I don't know, but to me, the blonde is sort of like this, trophy, but like devil. To me.
Yeah.
I don't know now, but
well, it definitely.
It's a good question, and I feel like people will have
theories.
Theories for sure.
Yeah. Well, just the fact that they do have a little bit of that two sides of the same look, it just adds to the weirdness.
Yeah, it does.
And it just makes you think,
it's so weird.
What's going on here?
Well, and who knows? Maybe Marjorie dyed her hair blonde to be more similar to Julie Fox's character.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and maybe at one point, maybe she was part of the inner circle, and now she's been banished outside. I mean, all this stuff is going on because people are coming and going. Yeah. It's crazy. It's just weird, but it's weird in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really a lot of fun. The sort of, there's so much to unpack watching a movie. There are so many, metaphors about, oh my God, so many metaphors about so many things. And it's also so gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks great.
It reminded me, honestly, cinematography-wise, it reminded me of Nope. It's just so beautifully shot, especially the exteriors. It was a stunning film to look at.
I agree. I felt the same way. It's you could almost just it's art,
Yeah.
It reminds me of those like interesting kind of Andy Warhol, like just cool installations. You can go without sound and just enjoy the like visuals.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it is really visually stunning.
So this is adding to your horror resume. Is that something that you were always a horror fan? Did horror come to you, or you come to a horror, or something you've always liked?
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes joke that I, slipped and fell down a horror hole. Like I didn't seek it at all. I just wanted to work. And I mean, for a really long time I was just pursuing comedy, actually.
Okay.
And the reason being that this business is so competitive. Like, better to like find a gimmick, figure out what you like and what you do best and just focus on that, and that's really what I was doing. Spent a lot of time with Groundlings where I improvise, and you know, they're really known for their big over-the-top characters. And so, you know, with American Horror Story called again, I mean, I didn't even know what that was. It was just and actually for that matter, granted, season 1 had already happened, but of course, even had I binged 1, that wouldn't have necessarily prepared me for 2. You know?
Right.
Other than the tone, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, I think the casting on that was also quite brilliant.
That's great.
But you know, they needed kind of a little unknown because you know they pretty much they covered me in prosthetics. And if you're paying for this much,
Right.
Not much like in my case, but in the case of like a Lady Gaga or a Kathy Bates or a Jessica Lange, you want to see the pay.
Right.
In mine, hey, it doesn't matter, cover it up. But I am a character actor. I'm going to act to the back row, even with real prosthetics. So in that regard, I think it was really definitely done. Really well acted.
Oh yeah, that was. That was such a great show, and that was such a great season of that show. It was, I think, my favorite season of that show.
Yeah, it was really good. We watched several of the seasons.
Yeah, we did.
And
we never get to watch TV because we're film critics, so we watch 400 movies a year. We never get to watch TV. We made a point of watching that season.
Yeah.
And it was so great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
And you can tell from the posters behind you how much of a mark it makes.
Yes.
You know?
I love it. Yeah.
Those are great.
Yeah. It's the whole room, by the way.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, I take you on a tour, but it's
understood.
Taxes over here and 50 sweet there. I'm not ready for
you're in a kids movie right now, aren't you? The Pet Detective?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's funny. That just sort of came out. Just sort of like nobody told me. It just it was like, oh, okay. I haven't even seen it yet. Granted, I'm not really demographic, but I've heard
right.
It's very cute. Kids love
it. It sounds charming.
Yeah.
It looks cute. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look it up because it really does. I mean, the IMDb synopsis just makes it seem darling. So.
And you said you're off. Are you going to see? You said you're going to see him again tonight. You understand?
Yeah. I didn't. The premiere invite came late, and so when the movie tickets went on sale, I was like, well, I don't know what the plan is here. I just know I want to be here. I want to be among friends, and so yeah, we're all gonna gather for a celebratory drink and we'll watch together. So
that's awesome.
That's fantastic. Well, congratulations on it.
I mean, listen, I only have so many friends, and I don't think this movie necessarily needs me or my friends to make the box office, but at least I'm doing my part.
That's right.
Yeah, that's gotta be so satisfying. Like you said, to see it now on all of it coming to fruition on the big screen.
That's right.
Yes.
And they'll see just how much
emotional for me. There's a lot going on. Isn't necessarily has nothing to do with anything. It's my own pathos. It's my own. I'm relieved. I thought I was gonna be the one thing that sucked in this wonderful movie. And I wasn't.
No,
not at all.
Oh,
no. Yeah.
Well, that's great. Congratulations on it. I think it's going to do well, and we can't thank you enough for giving us a few minutes here today.
Thank you so much. It was so great to see you. Yay!
Thank you so much.
It was fun. Thank you. Thanks for watching.
Oh yeah, Glad to do it.
It's been fun. Even just it's literally been out 24 hours, not even.
Yeah.
It's so fun to hear what people think. Everyone has opinions.
Oh sure.
And I feel like they're really varied, and that's more fun too. With So I'm excited to hear what everybody has to say, positive and negative. So.
Yeah, I think the movie, there is so much to think about in that. It's just really dense with ideas and images and metaphors, and it works on a just entertainment level as well. But there's a lot to unpack in that movie, so I think there are going to be a lot of opinions. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, and repeat viewers.
To catch more, to get more.
To see it again, to see what I get out of it this time.
And the great thing is, it's not all spoon-fed to you. So, like you said, there can be theories.
Yeah.
I love that. I don't want everything just handed to you and wrapped up in a nice little bow.
Yeah.
Leave it open. So that's awesome. Enjoy it again. Congratulations. Thanks again for the time. And until next time, she is Hope Med.
He's George Wolf.
And this is the Fright Club Podcast. You can do it.
Oh, be frightful, my frown.
Thanks again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.